Well, it's 5:02, so we are going to start with the session. Welcome, everyone. Again, thank you for joining us today. We are going to be doing today our session on graduate and short-term programs in the arts. My name is Sandra Gomez. I'm academic advisor at Education USA Spain Center in the Fulbright Commission in Madrid. And I'm joined today by Olivia Anderson, who is Assistant Director of Admissions for Europe and UK at the Savannah College of Art and Design. And we are going to focus on, as I was saying, this search for programs, graduate programs and short-term programs in the realm, in artistic fields. So as I was saying just a second ago, just a couple of housekeeping questions to keep in mind. On one hand, please keep your microphone and your camera off during the session. As I was saying, we will have that Q&A section at the very end of the presentation, so you can submit your questions through the Q&A feature. We will be monitoring the chat box as well, but I think that if we keep them all together in the same space, it will be easy. And then another point is that the session is being recorded, so we will have it available later this week on our YouTube channel if you want to revisit it or take some additional notes, etc. So if we move to the next slide, Olivia, just a very brief introduction because many of you already know about us. Thank you. Education USA is a US Department of State network of advising centers. So there are many centers like ours around the world. And basically our function is to offer accurate, comprehensive, and current information on opportunities for US study at higher education institutions. So we do many type of information sessions like this one with higher education institutions. Then we do group advising, individual advising. We also work directly with universities and local schools here in Spain. We also have a fair coming up. We have cohort advising programs, a range of different advising opportunities, so to speak. And all of our services are free since we are a public center. So that's very important to emphasize. If we move to the next slide. Thank you, Olivia. So basically, we conceive the process to study in the US as this series of 5 steps. Today, we are going to be focusing on that first step, research your options. That can be sometimes a little bit overwhelming because there are many options we are facing when we do this type of research. We are facing an educational system that is not ours, that we are not so familiar with. So today we are going to try to facilitate or to help you navigate a little bit that process within the specific art field of the arts. So we are going to be talking about how to find those programs, what type of programs exist, etc. So that initial or first step is almost the foundation for the rest of the steps that you've seen on the screen. That is why it's so important, and we like to devote so many resources to help you learn about it. So at this point, I think I'm going to pass it on to Olivia precisely to guide us through this first step in the realm of the arts.
Wonderful, thank you so much. Well, as Sandra said, my name is Olivia Anderson, and I'm the Assistant Director of Admission for Europe and the UK at the Savannah College of Art and Design, otherwise known as SCAD. I'm very excited to be here today with you all, so thank you for joining us. Today I'm going to be introducing you to SCAD, the creative industry, and then short-term graduate programs, what that's all about, how you can search for them, what you should expect, all of those good things. So to start us off, I'll be playing a brief introductory video about the Graduate Studies program at SCAD.
More and more adults are looking to graduate school.
200,000 jobs already in the United States economy.
The U.S. grad
The more education you have, the more income you're going to make over the course of your lifetime.
Graduate study is essential today. We live in a professional world where that credential is not an option anymore. To be competitive, it's essential.
SCAD really built a strong foundation for me to understand the big picture and gave me the tools to adapt what I was doing in project management.
In terms of being more marketable for the job industry, studying abroad in Hong Kong has definitely lended us to have a more global perspective.
Being able to study abroad in Lacoste was one of the most impactful experiences in my life.
I was looking for a university that had an MFA program where I didn't have to pack up. I could stay where I was at, stay in the teaching career that I was in.
It was about me having the presence of mind and the courage to say, I'm going to pursue a career in the arts. I'm going to pursue being a writer.
One of the cool things about coming to SCAD for grad school is the size of the classes, where you're getting individual attention from professor in a small class.
There is a level of peer interaction that happens with graduate students. Being exposed to other cultures is really important because there's a lot of amazing information and growth that's available to our students from other students.
There are so many other creative people here that you can network with and be inspired with and learn from. It's an intense curriculum, but you'll leave out of here so much better than you were when you came in.
If you think big, you dream big, and you believe you can do it, and you have the confidence to make it happen, anything's possible. And that's what you learn here at SCAD.
SCAD was founded in 1978, and for more than 40 creative years, we've grown to become the most comprehensive and connected art and design university in the world. With locations in Atlanta, Georgia, Lacoste, France, Savannah, Georgia, and online via SCAD e-learning. From day one, SCAD has served as the preeminent source of knowledge in every discipline that we teach. The university is incredibly diverse, with approximately 15,000 students representing all 50 states and more than 100 countries. In fact, 25% of SCAD's student population is international. Now, career preparation is absolutely at the heart of SCAD's mission, as evidenced by the university's stellar alumni employment rate. 99% of spring 2019 alumni were either employed, seeking further education, or both within 10 months of graduation, with 91% in a creative field. These extraordinary numbers are a testament to our talented and ambitious students, and they also speak volumes about the quality of a SCAD education. When you begin your degree, you are actively taking steps to progress your skill set and experience to support your career path. So just glancing at those campus locations, when you're accepted into SCAD, you are accepted into all of those locations. In Atlanta, you're plugged into the city's bustling midtown area, close to museums, parks, music venues, sports arenas, and more. Rich with the history and culture of Provence, Lacoste inspires visiting students as they live and study at a creative retreat in a meticulously preserved hilltop village of stone buildings, some built over 1,000 years ago. And at our Savannah location, you'll live, learn, and play in one of the country's most celebrated National Historic Landmark districts, close to the scenic beaches and tropical palm trees of coastal Georgia. SCAD is woven into the fabric of the city with over 80 restored buildings throughout Savannah, hosting cutting-edge resources to expand your creativity. You can create experiences in AR/VR labs, make custom fabric on computer-aided looms, build prototypes with rapid 3D printers, and shoot your own films with the latest green screen technology and camera equipment. And of course, virtual and e-learning enables you to access preeminent SCAD education from anywhere in the world. Now, we offer more programs of study and specializations than any other art and design university in the US. And this slide right here is a really interesting one to me because this is where you can hone in on what you want to do. Behind every single one of these majors, these degree programs, is a career path. So the question is, what do you want to be doing? Because there are jobs behind every single one of these, and you can go into a graduate studies program in order to get the skills needed to pursue that career. We have over 60 graduate degree programs across more than 36 creative disciplines. Now, graduate students join their peers eager to continue following their passion and to grow their career. But also, sometimes students will pursue graduate studies to start a different career path. If you have a career shift, this is absolutely a possibility.